folks, welcome to this week's bands and bodyweight class. A slight difference in this week's one. So, okay, first of all, it's an express one, so it's going to be a quick, sharp workout. Second thing, though, is it's going to be purely bodyweight today. So you won't need your resistance band. You're just going to use yourself. Yes, this workout's going to be about 15 minutes long, give or take, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Hopefully you'll find it challenging. Hopefully you'll find it work pretty much every muscle in the body as well. We're going to come up to standing, and we'll start with some squats. So we're going to take our feet a comfortable distance apart. We're going to keep the chest lifted, nice strong core brace, so we'll draw the abs in. Then we're going to bend those legs, sinking the hips back and down. Then we'll drive the feet through the floor as we come back up to standing. So we want to think about that squeeze through the legs the whole time. Three to go. And we're going to come into a roll down next. So keep those feet comfortable distance apart. We're going to slowly roll down towards the floor. Going as far as we can land, as arms are hang heavy. And then we'll slowly roll up to standing. And then we're going to repeat. We've got one more roll down. And then if you'd like to make your way down to the floor, we're coming to our 90-90 position. So take the right leg out in front of us, left leg out to the side. We're going to take the right hand to the floor, left arm out, shoulder height. We're going to sit up nice and tall, we'll take a deep breath in. As we breathe out, I can tip forwards over the right leg. Try and push the right knee into the floor as we do. And we'll gently ease back up. And let's repeat that 2 more times on this side. So every time we lean forward, we're trying to push that in ankle into the floor, mobilising our hips a little bit more. Last one on this side. And we'll swap. So take the left leg out this time, right leg out to the side. Start to nicely bend the knees as you can. Left hand on the floor, right arm out, shoulder height. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to sit forwards. Going as far towards the floor as we can, and then we'll ease back up. And we'll just repeat that a few times on this side. Last one. And we can make our way back up to standing. Feet come to the distance apart. Chest is lifted, strong core brace. We'll come back into a few squats, sinking those hips back and down. Think about that squeeze through the legs. Again, keep the chest lifted, but hopefully your hips, legs, everything feels a little bit more mobile. Two to go. That's good. And then we can rest there. So to start with, we've got a little bit of a tricep, all focused on the legs. So we're going to start with some squats. As soon as we've done our squats, and now we're going to keep them at a slow, steady tempo, we're not going to rush through them. We've got a little pause in as well on each one. After our squats, we're going to go into a single-legged deadlift, where we'll alternate from side to side. And then after that, we're going to go into a non-banded crab walk. So we're going to put those 3 moves back to back. So we're going to do 10 squats. We're going to do 8 single-legged deadlifts on each side. And then in our crab walk, 2 steps one way, 2 steps back, 8 times as well. Then we're going to have a little breather, and then we're going to do it a second time. So we'll start with our squats, feet comfortable distance apart. We want that nice strong core brace, and we're going to sink as low into the squat as we feel we can. So we keep the chest lifted, shoulders pull back, sink as low into a squat as you feel you can. Then we keep that little pause at the bottom, so we want to squeeze those legs, and we're going to drive back to the top. And we're just going to keep that tempo. So again, slowly down. Little pause at the bottom, where we make sure we maintain that squeeze, because it's going to look after the hips, knees, ankles, before we drive back to the top, but we still focus on that squeeze through the legs. That's 6, we've got 4 to go. One more. So come back to standing. We'll shift our weight into one leg, slight bend in the knee, straight into our single RDLs. So we hinge forwards from the hips, lifting the back foot if we can. Then we'll tip forwards, resetting. Same thing on the other side, so slight bend in that standing leg, tipping forwards from the hip. Taking the chest as close to parallel to the floor as you can. If it's too much to lift, just take the toes behind you to the ground. Keep alternating legs. That's good. That's the halfway mark. We've got 4 more on each side to go. Last one on each side. We come back to standing, feet about hip width apart. We're going to bend the legs, pushing the hips slightly back to come into a bit of a squat. We're going to keep the chest lifted. We start with the outside foot first, we step it out, bring the other one in under the hip. We go again, and then back to the start, same direction that we came from. So we always start with that outside foot first, and we bring the feet no closer than hip width apart.
Smoke weed like a Rasta queen.
Last one each way. And we can come to the center, and we can rest. So a little bit of recovery time. Grab a drink if you need to. Give those legs a little shake. We're going to do that tricep again in a moment. You guys doing awesome. So yeah, we're going to go 10 squats, 8 RDLs in each leg, 8 crab walks in each direction. That's the last bit of leg work as well. Okay, ready to go on our squats. So feet come from distance apart, chest is lifted, strong core brace, and then we'll slowly sink those hips back and down as far as we can, squeeze the legs to the bottom, and then we'll drive back to the top, and we'll go again. That's good. Two to go. So one more. Then we're going to go into those RDLs. Just slight bend into one leg again. Standing tall. We sit forward, taking the other leg behind us. Either lifting it parallel to the floor or taking the toes down. Then we'll swap legs. Same. On the other side. Then we alternate from side to side. Keeping that strong brace, keeping the shoulders pulled back, trying to keep the hips as level as possible. Good. Maybe we can take the arms out if we need to, help us stabilise. One more on each side. And then feet hip width apart, bending the legs, 2 steps, one way, 2 steps back. Remember, not bring those feet any closer than hip width apart, keeping the chest lifted. And nice strong core brace. If we feel we can sink a little bit lower. Make those glutes work a little bit harder. Last one each way. And we can rest. We can give those legs a little shake out. Grab a drink if you need to. So the legs are kind of done now. We're going to work the upper body. And again, it's kind of, this one's not really a tricep. This one's more of a combo. So we're going to combine a few different movements to try and work most of the muscles in the upper body. So we're going to start in a pike position. Don't start yet, I'm just going to demo quickly. With the hands wide, like we would for a press up. So the hips are up high, hands are wide. Then we want to take the feet a little bit wider and hip width apart. So here, we add in a pike push up. So bend the arms, taking the head down towards the floor, we push back up. We're going to roll forwards into a plank. We go into a normal push up on the knees or toes. And then we're going to add in a single arm row on each side, and then we'll push back up. So on the rows, you might find, so when we've gone from our pike push up forwards to our normal push up, to maintain stability, you might want to bring the hand under the shoulder so we can row that arm without twisting through the spine. We'll take the feet even wider as well, give yourself a real nice stable base. Now we've got 10. So each combo of that is 1. So 1 pike push up, 1 normal push up, 1 row on each side. That's 1. And we'll do that combo 10 times. Then we'll rest and we'll do it a second time. Now as we come forwards through into the plank position, remember to brace the abs, squeeze the glutes so the hips don't drop down. We want to keep that nice long straight back. And then if you need to for the push up, like I said, you can drop to the knees. So we take the hands wide, we're going to lift those hips. We're going to push the chest towards the thighs. And first pike push up, so we'll lower the head down towards the floor. We'll push back up, we'll roll forwards, coming through into our plank position, and we'll come into a push up. And then after the push up, we add in a row, drawing the shoulder blade back and together, we push the hips back up, and we go again. Now as we row, we're taking the elbow back towards the hip and up, so we can draw the shoulder blade back, squeeze into those lats. There's 3. On the push up, those elbows track slightly back. So we've done 6. Two to go. Last one. And then we can rest. We need those arms a little bit of a shake out. Hopefully that felt quite tough. It definitely felt quite challenging for me. I can feel every muscle in the upper body having worked there. My shoulders, my triceps, my back, my chest, my biceps have all worked to some degree there. We have got a second round, but It's only going to be 8 reps this time, not 10. So I know you guys will be happy with that, but it's those reps. Okay. A little bit longer recovery, just a little bit. Okay. Go sit up again. We'll lift, taking the hips up high. And then we go into our pike push-up. So we lower the head down towards the floor, we push back up, we're going to roll forwards through into our plank, even the knees or toes, into a push-up. Then we're going to do a single arm row on each side, push back up, and go again. This is my 4th, which means halfway in this round. And then we go for 2 more. And then my last one. And then that is the end of today's bands and bodyweight workout. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, I found it quite tough. It's definitely worked everything. But yeah, no, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, fantastic weekend, whatever you get up to. But yeah, if you have any problems, any questions, any feedback, drop me a message, drop me a comment below, send me a message. Always love to hear from you guys. But yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed that. And enjoy yourselves. Take care, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.